Yeah, nice, we're live. Hello everyone, welcome to another stream. Back in RTB GRL for this obviously season. We're at the halfway point now in the season where we head to none other than Silverstone. Obviously one of the first tracks to be brought into the motorsport scene about around in 1950. And it's here to stay for another 10 years on, and it will be live streamed with 17 drivers tonight, which is a great turnout for Division 2 at the halfway point in the season. Like I say, it'll be just me again by the looks on it. Obviously, if any of you drivers retire in the race and you could give us a hand, that would be very nice. But if not, that is totally fine. Obviously, I can handle it on my own. But apart from that, it's a good turnout, very good turnout. So this will be very interesting indeed to see what happens tonight. Just make sure, yeah, it's all working. Just making sure. Let's go there, and we'll go to one of the first drives. Oh yeah, we need to turn the sound down because it's very loud. Forgot to do that. I think fighters are fair. Set it up, there we go. So, as we head to this quali session, I think we've got a couple new drivers in here. I think we've got 2 new drivers, maybe 3. I'll have to double check on the standings real quick, it'll tell me anyways. Whilst everyone goes out on their outlaps. So we have, obviously that's 1. Is Frosty a new driver? Yes he is. And we have Brit. Or it might be Mini, actually, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure we got 2 new drivers tonight anyways. So, as Steve sets on his first flying lap, and the first driver to set a flying lap, we'll go to the standings whilst we watch him. So we've got Manzi, 250 points at the halfway point. Chill sitting back in second place, but is dropping off, but is on 207 points. Smithy in third on 198. Then we have Lurch in fourth on 132, and then we got Extreme in fifth on 113, and then in an impressive 6th place, DC with 104 points. That's very impressive, and he is here tonight, which is very impressive from his side of things. And we've got Cool Banana in 7th on 77, Owen on 59 in 8th, Alistair in 9th, I think. Oh, as Steve has invalidated his lap. So we'll jump on board to Tommy real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9th place for Alistair on 58. Armpit in completing the top 10 with 52 points. You got Stephen 11th, Pierre 12th, who is turning up very late tonight. Calvana in 13th, Welsh 14th, Jonesy 15th, and then the rest are in that 16th to last position. So, Tommy, 29.8 on his first run. Smithy on his run is a 29.0. And then we've got Frosty, one of the new drivers, 28.3. I don't know how to say his name, but I'll just say 2K for now, or it might be... I'm not sure how to pronounce that gamer tag. I'll just put 2K for... I'll say 2K for now. Then we've got Josh. But yeah, 2K with a 27.7. Josh, who just completed his lap, 27.6. And Chill, fastest lap so far, 27.3. Banana with a 27.9. Lurch a 29.2. Welsh with a 30.2. And Manzi setting up the benchmark. Championship leader. Oh no! It's get overtaken by Jonesy. Obviously, he had an impressive race last week at Austria on his debut. Getting a sprint win and a third place in the feature. Has put it on provisional pole position at the moment at 26.6. Manzi in second on the 26.8. And then we just saw Cargo past, which is gonna be, I don't even know. Oh, it was Britt with a 28.7. There we go. And Smithy with a 26.5 on his second run. That time on ERS. Owen invalidated his lap there. What would it have been? A 31.4, but he has no ERS used up yet, so this is his warm-up laps. I do tend to do that a lot, as Extreme starts his first flying lap as well. We'll come back to him soon, as some of the drivers now are just pitting after their first few runs. And you do see that in Division 2 a lot. They just do one lap or two and then just come straight back in. I'm not surprised about, because obviously Div 2 runs a bit different for other drivers. As Britt comes to cross the line, doesn't improve on his 28.7, so it stays 9th. As I think that's Manzi going across the line, yep, just to start his next flying lap. Smithy there pitting. And Tommy not improving on his lap time at the moment. Yep, stays 11th for the moment. As Owen, watch him come down through Stowe. Stowe is definitely one of my favourite corners in the world. If you're looking at different tracks that have got famous corners, I think Stowe is probably one of my favourites. I mean, with a 30.5, but bear in mind he is using no ERS, so that's not his best lap at the moment, as Extreme has pitted, as he did invalidate on his lap. I think Smithy's going for a few more runs. Manzi with a purple middle sector, but is a 10.5 down. Let's see what he can do. He's got no ERS, barely. So is he going to continue? Nope, he is going to pit. He's going to watch out for that Ferrari coming into the pits, which is Britt, but he is okay. Go back to Smithy. We'll stick on board with him as well. I think these laps are going to be like race run laps. Yeah, 30-0, as you can see. But he was using ERS, so unless he isn't pushing too hard, it's probably the reason. So DC goes on to his flying lap. So he got 4 views so far in less than 10 minutes. Saw 5 as well, so we'll see if it is the drivers that are watching. This is nice to see. As Jonesy goes on to his next flying lap as well. So we'll go on board with DC, as it is his first lap as well, as not many other drivers are just coming out and just doing some practice runs around the track. Like I say, I think it's a good thing it's not wet at the moment, because obviously it'll be a bit chaotic. Especially with 16, 17 drivers joining this session, as Pierre will be joining late. Hopefully he can get into his car. Which is the AlphaTauri. Yeah. So DC has come around the final few corners. On this famous Silverstone track. Goes 8th fastest. Not bad that for his first run. 28.2. Just a few tenths off Cool Banana in 7th. And there is Pierre. And 2K goes 4th fastest with a 20. He's in the 26s as well. In the top 4 with a 26.9. His second run. It's a good lap there from him. I say, new driver. Don't know what to expect. His Cool Banana is improving on his time as well, so we'll stay on board with him. And there is a Haas going round, but I think that's just starting his lap as well, so we'll just stick with Banana. Can he get into the 26s? He can't, but it is a 26.7, only 3 thousandths off 6th, but stays 7th. I say he's got time to do one more, as Chill improves by a 10.5. Not in the 26s yet, as we speak, but that could all change in this lap, as he comes around the final corner. Goes into the 26s, goes 4th with a 26.8. Few hundredths off Manzi in 3rd. So Lurch starting his lap, Manzi starting his lap as well, and the McLaren of Josh is starting his lap as well. So go to 2K, is not improving. Like I say, it's kind of confusing when you see different, like the same sort of colours on track map, but it does help a lot. So go to Welsh, 6 tenths up. I've definitely been impressed with Welsh so far. He's definitely improved every track he's been on. And we're definitely going to see that here. He goes 12th, goes ahead of Tommy, but immediately replaced by Steve, or Bob, goes with a 28 dead. Not even a 001. Like, dead 28-0. Puts him 8th fastest. As we go back to Jill, who is probably going to pit as he does. So we'll go to Manzi. Can't see what his Delta is saying, if he has improved or not, but we'll find out as he comes round. Final 2 corners. Can he improve on the 26.8? He can. Go second with a 26.6. Goes ahead of Jonesy and a 10th shy off pole from Smithy. As we'll go to the Alpha of Tommy, who's almost a second up on his time. See what he can do. Where this lap will put him. Goes 12th with a 29.0. As some of the drivers pit. So we go to the McLaren of Josh, who is not improving. So we go to Lurch, who's behind him. Three Maggots and Beckett's. Again, another. It's so many like parts of this track where you could just think of famous colours like Maggots and Beckett's, like Stowe, like Abbey, like Luffield. Like I say, Lurch is improving. Obviously only 13th at the moment, but will improve on that position. But where would it put him? Goes 6th fastest, not in the 26s, but a 27.2. Few attempts off the top 5 with 3.5 minutes to go. As there's Frosty improving on his lap, on his debut. For the Williams team. Has improved more in the middle sector. And Tommy has retired in the pits, so that's him done for quali. I say, here comes Frosty down the Hamilton straight, as we now call it. Goes into the top 5 at a 26.9 as well. It's very decent lap there from him. As Pierre starts his flying lap. Probably the only lap he'll probably do in this session. Both Mercedes out on track as well as they start their flying laps, Cool Banana and 2K. Use that in the Ferrari. Yeah, most people are just coming out on their out lap, so we'll stay on board Pierre on his first lap. 28.0 in the first sector. Through Luffield he goes. Very decent exit there from him in the AlphaTauri. And all the top 4 are coming back out for their final flying lap runs. As Chill is the first one to start that first flying lap. He's going to get caught in traffic, as you can see on the mini-map on the bottom right of your screen. If you can see that navy, like, black colour. Just going down the straight now in the first sector is Chill. It's coming up on a few cars in front, but hopefully that will not interrupt his lap as Pierre comes around the final corner to complete his lap, and probably only lap. Goes 11th with a 28.1. That's actually not bad. Not a bad lap there from him, as Cool Banana 2 tenths up in the lap. Goes 8th fastest, but only a 27.3 is not going to be an outstanding lap from his point of view, if I'm being honest. But if that's the best he can do, can't really complain. So we'll see what the other drivers can do. As 2K is one of those, but no, he's backed out on his lap, so he's going to go again. I say we'll go to Chill, who's coming up some traffic, and that's one of that's the Red Bull of Welsh. Welsh has got to watch his mirrors. Hopefully Chill does not get caught out by it, and it has. It has, because he's backed out and he's got ERS, so he's going to be stuck behind that Red Bull. Yeah, he's going to have to back out. That's ruined his lap. And Jonesy, 26.2. Did not see that coming at all. Weren't paying attention if he was out on track. But goes onto provisional pole as it stands. So, Chill getting caught in that traffic has cost him the chances of improving on his position, which is 4th at the moment. Frosty and DC and Britt will not improve on their times as the checker flag is out and they're in the pits. So, first man to cross the finish line will be Steve or Bob. I'm just going to call him Steve. Oh, he invalidates, goes very wide, and Banana is invalidated as well. So they're both not going to improve on their positions in 8th and 10th. As 2K goes very wide out of Beckett's and has to back out because there was that flying McLaren coming through, which was Josh. But we go to Smithy. Doesn't say what the delta, if he is improving, but we'll stick on board with him. Can he improve and beat a 26.2? He can't. Stays second at the moment. We go to Josh in the McLaren. Has invalidated as well. Doesn't improve anyways. Go to Welsh. 1.5 seconds down. Many people have come into the pits. Extreme is one of those, and Manzi has retired in the pits as one of them. Can Extreme go on to pole? He can! 26.1! Beats Jonesy by a 10th. But there's one more man to cross the line in its own, but he has invalidated. So, that means Extreme will take pole position. The one lap was the good one from that McLaren. and will take pole position for the Silverstone Division 2 Grand Prix in RTB GRL. Jonesy in an impressive second place again. Very impressive back-to-back races for him. Obviously, he did start on the front in the sprint, as it was his debut, but showed a really good pace and finished third in that feature race. And he's securing back-to-back top 3 starts in the division so far, which is very good indeed. So Smithy could not improve on his last lap, puts him third. Manzi couldn't improve either, puts him fourth. Chill getting caught in traffic, puts him into fifth. Frosty on his debut in 6th place, so is TK in 7th on his debut, and the 26th is both for them, which is very impressive to see. Lurch in a 8th place, which is not where he wants to be if he wants to fight for the top 5. Corbanana in 9th, Josh in 10th, completing the top 10. Steve with that 28 dead is in 11th. Pierre on his one lap is 12th. DC 13th, Brett 14th, Tommy 15th, Owen 16th, and Welsh completing the 17 drivers in 17th. Wow. I'd say traffic can be a big issue when it comes to a big turnout in the division, and it is very overcast. So will we see some rain in the race? Maybe, but in Silverstone anything can happen at this stage. I mean, it didn't rain for us in Division 1, but it was going to at the very end. But it was after like 60 minutes, I think it was, or 45 minutes. It had the rain drop at like the very end, so if we had like a safety car in that race, we definitely would have had the rain. But as the drivers go for their 5-minute break, I say let's predict who's gonna win, who's gonna get top 3. I mean, I think anyone in that top 5 can win this race. I think obviously watch out for the new drivers in Frosty and 2K. Lurch obviously not in a great position, but can come back as well. And you got some of the drivers down there, like the likes of DC, who is in the top. Or is it 5th or 6th in the championship? I think it's 6th. I've said. Yeah, 6th place. So watch out for him. I say you can stay out of trouble in most races, and you can pick up the scraps and get some decent points. That's the thing with DC, he can pull something out of it, just grab a load of points for his side of the team when they're needed most. But yeah, Extreme on pole, Jones in 2nd and Smithy 3rd, and Manzi, the championship leader, in 4th. And Chill, his nearest rival, is in 5th. So, and I can't lie, and this was on my setup, you have to have at least 25 wings for the race, because I was running 24-22. The grip was non-existent for some reason, so you have to have at least 25 wings just to even have the grip to like go max throttle through cops, for example. Maggots and Beckett's, you have to go like below half acceleration out the exits, especially Beckett's, and onto the straight before Stowe. But I think it could. I say any of the top 5 can win this race. So who knows what could happen? Like I say, I think if Extreme is going for a low wing setup, he's going to struggle. But like I say, we don't know their setups. And of course, Extreme, if you are watching this, don't tell me your setup, please, because I don't want to reveal out in the public. So just keep it quiet if you are watching. But this is my prediction. I think if you're going along lower wings and 25, you're going to struggle. So I think Smithy will have a good race. You can bet that, and Manzi as well. Like those two, if they perform what they did last week, it's going to be another exciting race from top to bottom, especially. So we'll see. And I'll say it's going to be a close one. So I will go with, I think Smithy will come out on top. Then I think Manzi will finish second with another entertaining battle between the two. And I think Jonesy will finish third. I think he can get a back-to-back podiums. I say watch out for Chill, but he hasn't been in the best of forms recently. So it's just based off form and what I think will happen. Like I say, anything can happen in Silverstone. And I predict DRS train. 100%. So if I do struggle to keep up with battles, and it turns out to be a really good race, I will do my best to catch every battle I can for you. I need to get the fan on because it's fucking warm inside my room. So I do apologise if you can hear some wind. So hopefully go time is about now. Should be any times now. And there we go. Oh, there we go. 3, 4, 5 red lights for the Silverstone Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go. Everyone just moving for positions, trying to get the best position. But Jonesy takes the lead. He gets a very good start on those mediums by the looks of it. But Extreme will not give this up. It's trying to look for a move into the first braking zone. As there's a Red Bull in the background, which is Welsh, going very off the track. As Smithy looking to pounce on Extreme on the mediums. I say I didn't want to go on the race director because it does that stupid bug where if you stay on the race director, it would just literally just have the race director on the freaking screen. But yeah, Jonesy on those mediums gets the better of starts. We'll see what everyone's on, and most of them on mediums and hards. And there's contact at the back. It's Pierre. Don't know what's happened there. Didn't quite see what happened, but hopefully he has clipped it. I say welcome to the 6 viewers if you are watching. This is the Silverstone Grand Prix, as there's another contact, and it's Britt this time in the Ferrari, as Pierre will overtake him hopefully, and he does. And Extreme will stick in the DRS, and there's battles going on between Frosty and 2K. But 2K can't find a way through. His Cool Banana has been overtaken by Lurch. Gets the move done. I'll say there's loads of cars on track, so I'll keep an eye out. And it looks like Steve has pitted, and he gets a 5-second penalty for speeding. Oh no, being too cautious, and you just speed up just that tiny bit and it just catches you out. And Tommy with the first penalty in 1 lap. That is impressive. Let's say so. As the DRS train will form up, and the slipstream train as well. And there's the strategies. It is a 1-stop. So it'll be a mediums to hards or a hards to mediums. I'd say a long way to go. 26 laps. As Extreme sits behind the Ferrari on the harder tyres. See if there's anything going on in the background. Not really much going on, if I'm being honest. They're just all sitting behind each other at the moment. But the closest battle at the moment is 2K and Frosty battling for position for 6th place on the grid, as they're Frosty looking to go defensive there, but 2K was on the inside, as Frosty's just going to have to go loop it round the outside at Stowe, but Lurch is watching this battle as well, as 2K gets the move done. Oh, has to avoid the contact, does Lurch. And he's done that very well, as Frosty has lost a couple positions in the process. He's going to have to sit behind him for now, as see Jonesy set the fastest lap with a 29 in the 29s at the moment, and Frosty has lost 2 positions after 2K made the move through Stowe. And here we go, DRS train forming already, first to second already, from Smithy to Chill for the battle for the 3rd place spot, as and it looks like we're gonna get this battle all over again like last week. Smithy dragging along Manzi and Chill, the top 3 battling out for the last podium spot at the moment, but I say still a long way to go in at this race, as Manzi going through cops with Chill and Smithy looking to make some moves happening. So we'll stick on board with Chill, see if anything happens at the moment. But we'll go to the top 2. And Extreme goes round the outside. Can he get it done? There is moves happening. Oh, he goes off the track. Has to give the place back. And Smithy was overtaken by Manzi. Let's say had to catch up to the top 2 first. I did see it in the background what was going on. And then he gets the next penalty of the night. So you're already on lap 4 of this race. Manzi takes 3rd place. Jonesy stays ahead of Extreme for the time being, as Extreme went wide going through Stowe. Had to give the place back. Like I say, he's got a 10-second penalty to serve this race for pushing 2 drivers off, just off the track. And obviously having to be cautious has cost him 10 seconds to serve in this race, as he did retire in Austria. So he's got to be careful of those 10 seconds. That's why I predicted the top 3 as Smithy, Manzi and Jonesy, because of that 10 seconds. I did forget to mention, but Smithy goes very wide on those mediums. Like I say, the grip is not the best round here, especially when it's in colder conditions. Like I say, we'll stick on board with these 3 at the moment. Smithy looking to make a move, and he's going to go down the the inside of Manzi, gets the move done. Manzi lets him go, and this could be a back and forth moments between the 3, as Lurch is overtaken 2K, goes up to 6th, and like I said, watch out for Lurch. He's got some good pace in the race. So starting from 8th, goes up to 6th. Already in the 4th lap, as the spinner, and it's going to be Britt again. Manages to keep the car going, no wing damage at the moment, as Jonesy continues to lead on to the 5th lap of the race, and almost break. And has he broken that DRS? He hasn't. He has broken it after the DRS detection, but not enough before it, as Manzi again looking for a move, and 2K has overtaken Lurch, but has gone very wide in the process for braking late, so Lurch will come back round the outside through Luffield. He can't get any move done this time round, but still side by side. And it's going to continue into Cops, and 2K lets him go, goes wide through Cops. We go back to the next 3, and Chill gets the first penalty of his night. Looks like those mediums aren't got the best of grips for him either. Manzi looking to go for a move, but thinks better of it this time. And 2K and Lurch still battling out for 6th place on track. Lurch lets him go. And he's got Frosty behind him as well to look out for in his mirrors, but Stays ahead of him at the moment, but Frosty gets a very good exit. Oh, it has to catch the curb as well. Has to back out of it. That's a very scary corner. If you hit that curb, you're just gone. Very lucky there for Frosty there. We to go back to Smithy, Manzi, and Chill for third place. Like I say, Chill just sticking behind the two at the moment, but has that penalty so far in this race. Manzi going to the inside. Oh, Smithy gets the move done. And it's literally just back and forth at the moment so far between the two, with Chill just sitting back watching them fight as they continue on. Steve with another penalty, and like I say, DRS train from 2K to Josh in 10th, and then you got that DRS train for the third place spot. And Jonesy breaks that 1.1 second gap at the moment. It's 1.2 separating the top two. I say Extreme on the harder tyres, looking to go a little longer in this race. There's Chill watches Manzi and Smithy battle it out. Smithy going around the outside, going through Stowe. Keeps it in the limits. Is Manzi going to look for a move down the inside? No. Smithy gets third place once more. And takes it. And Manzi just continuing to look for moves every time on Smithy. It's just going to keep continuing on. So the championship leader consistently getting points at the moment, which is why he's at the top and getting the race wins where it matters. But has had some very good battles, like this one here again. Goes down the inside on Smithy. Smithy keeps it round the outside and sticks and stays in third. Chill looking to pounce maybe. No, he doesn't. He again stays behind. Loves to sit in the position where he is at the moment. Oh, Smithy goes wide at Cops. And Chill having to come off the acceleration at the moment because it was too close to Manzi's rear wing, and he gets a bad exit. It does. Manzi struggling now a little bit. So Chill looking to pounce this time, waiting for that mistake, goes into fourth, but can he go for a double? No, he can't. It's going to have to fight with Manzi at the moment. Has to give him space. And hopefully that did not give him a warning for Manzi, but gets the move done, and there's moves happening. Frosty, I think, getting overtaken by Cool Banana. I'm not sure. Did see some arrows going up and down, but I think it was a battle between him and Josh. Frosty. I'll say at the moment just sticking with the top three, because at the moment they're delivering the battles at the moment. We'll see that top three, well, that third to fifth place is your top three in the standings. And sometimes it's rare you see some of this action in Division 1. But we did have it on Tuesday night. I think it was a battle from first to fourth, between four drivers throughout the last few laps. But Jonesy on lap 8 has got a 1.6 second lead at the moment. I say, and Chill goes very wide again, and does Manzi through Cops. Lurch gets a penalty for his night. I say his moves happening between Tommy and Pierre. Going side by side, actually. I say if we do, oh, we're going to have to come back to Chill and Smithy. Smithy has been overtaken by Chill. I say his moves happening everywhere. Lurch overtakes 2K. Or I think 2K was actually going for a move on Lurch there. But, let's say, battles everywhere at the moment. As Smithy is in the prime position at the moment. Doesn't mind being overtaken by Chill at the moment, as he has that penalty. Oh, Frosty almost clips the back of the left rear of Cool Banana's Mercedes. Very close. Oh, he goes for a move on Cool Banana. Glad I caught that. And he gets the move done, goes up to 8th. And he's on the hard tyres, so he's the second placed man on the hards that's running them. And like I say, the other person is Extreme, who's in second place at the moment. Needs that 10 seconds to where he wants to really aim to finish in this race. And at the moment, it's not looking like it's going to be first at the moment. But like I say, a long way to go at the moment. As it looks like 2K is going to... It's happening through so at the moment. Like I say, there's another one. Ten of 26 of this Silverstone. But Chills up at the moment is he looks like he's the one to make something happen to is the gap at the moment between getting in 3rd, 4th and 5th in the standings. It's very rare you see them in this position. There's now a Division 2 driver. As he looks to try and give these three some competition. And there's moves happening again, this time again with Mercedes and Williams again. But Cool Banana stays in front of the Williams of Frosty. Welsh gets a penalty in 15th place. Oh, and there's a move going on with Frosty and Cool Banana again. Oh, has to give a bit of space, maybe. It's very tight, but Frosty needs to be careful. I know it's his debut, but that was a bit close for comfort for Banana there. Almost got pushed off to the track, but gets a very good exit, does Banana. Oh, and Frosty had to cut in the corner because Cool Banana was coming right at him. And Banana takes 8th again. And they're still battling it out. And Jonesy has a 2.7 second lead at the moment. I say he's on those mediums and Extreme on the hards, looking to extend. And oh, Manzi, that was very naughty. We saw that. Yeah, that's a definite penalty for you, my friend, unfortunately. Completely cut, I think it was Beckett's. But here we go, Smithy back on the moves again, puts him into 3rd, and 2K overtaking Lurch. I think 2K's actually had a decent race so far, and so has Frosty, delivering some battles with Banana and Lurch and 2K, to be fair. Oh, it's very close there to the rear wing, Cool Banana. And I say back to top 3 in the standings as they keep battling it out for the last podium spot. She'll looking to make a move down the inside, but not close enough at the moment. I say it'll be non-stop action now from until the finish line as Britt gets his penalty as well. Not the best races for him in 17th, having 2 spins. And extra pit stop by the looks on it as well. But Smithy in prime position at the moment with no penalty at the moment. And Chill looking to make a move on Smithy. Down the inside at Stowe. Smithy's gonna not defend, is not gonna give this up. As he pits and does Manzi, but Chill stays out. Okay. That's very interesting. So, Chill looking to extend. I'd say those three have been battling out, and Chill obviously only had a few moves at the last few laps ago. So, Chill takes third at the moment. So, Smithy, what does he go on to? Manzi goes on to the hards, and so does Smithy. So, they're looking to go to the end of the race, as Smithy stays ahead of the Alpine. And where will they come back out? Will they come back out in front of Owen? It's going to be close. No, they're going to be behind Owen. What about Pierre? Oh, it's going to be side by side with Manzi. Manzi's going to have to go and brake late. But those hards will be so cold. But keeps and stays ahead of Pierre, which is very crucial at this moment in time. So, those are the first two stops in the top half. So, will Jonesy respond, maybe, to that? He does. I say, only 2.5 seconds behind. Pit, he does. He does. Those two, whatever he doesn't do. Lurch, I think, is pitting as well. No, he's not. But 2K's pitted. So, Lurch goes into second. Frosty goes to third. Now, Banana fourth. Jonesy, where does he come back out? He comes back out behind DC, but in pretty much lots of clean air. So where does Chill come out? Does he come out in front of Smithy or behind Smithy and Manzi? Let's see what happens. Here we go. This move's happening. He goes. I think he was in front of Smithy, so Smithy's done the undercut on Chill, but Chill manages to stay in between the two. So stick behind Chill for the time being. Did not do the undercut on him. Only Smithy managed to make that undercut work. I think Smithy though was ahead when he dived into the pits. I might be wrong, I'm not sure. But there you go. As extreme pits, that's a little early for hards, I can't lie, but he's going to respond to Jonesy's pit stop. So does Lurch, and Smithy gets his first penalty. So it's game on now between Smithy, Chill and Manzi for that third place. And Cool Banana is extending more. So he will take the lead of the race. And Extreme will go on those mediums. And Jonesy coming out in front of Extreme, but how much more by? It was 2.5 seconds as they crossed the line. Manzi sets the fastest lap, and there's moves happening everywhere. Obviously, people making their pit stops. And the gap has extended by 2 seconds. Jonesy's managed to pull 2 seconds out on those new hards after making his pit stop. That's very impressive from his side of the thing, because now Extreme has got 4.5 seconds to gain on Jonesy, and obviously he's got to extend that gap more than 5 seconds to finish in the top 2. Because at the moment it is 5.2 seconds between him and Smithy. He needs 10 seconds to finish in the top 2. So as it stands, Banana is yet to pit. So is Pierre as well, and so is Steve and Welsh. Now actually Steve pitted on lap 1. So he's got to make a second pit stop. And Banana extends more. I rate it, you know. And Manzi makes a move on Smithy. Definitely missed that. Cool move for Manzi. Smithy not fighting it too much. And they can't keep battling at the moment because they know those 3, after Stewart's panel, knows Extreme has a 10-second penalty. And they can't fight too much, otherwise they're just going to lose out. And it's extending at the moment. As Josh makes a move on... Oh no, Lurch pitting again. That's interesting. Why is Lurch pitted again? That's very interesting. And it looks like Jonesy is caught up to Banana. Like I say, Banana extending, which is... Ah, that's why Lurch is left in the first place, fair enough. And his car is pitted, which is very unfortunate. Josh making a move on Pierre there, and does make the move stick. Puts him in 9th. Chill gets his second penalty. That is not good news. And like I say, I will count up where everyone finishes after the end of the race with Extreme's 10 seconds to serve. So Jonesy takes the lead, and that's when Banana pits. And will he go on to the softs, or will he just go on to the hards? Because if you extended 15 laps, you must go to the softs, surely. Extreme sets the fastest lap with a 29.3. And yeah, Banana onto the softs. We'll see where he comes back out. Looks like he's gonna be in front. Is he gonna be in front of Josh? I'm not sure. DC overtaking Pierre as Pierre makes his first pit stop and only. Puts him into 10th. And Banana comes back out into 8th place on those softs. Looks like he can probably make up to 6th place. And so we ride on board with these 3 once again. 7.5 seconds separating them between Manzi and Extreme. And Jill going very wide there. But looking to sit back behind these 2. Smithy looking to make a move again at Stowe once again. I mean, the big question now is, obviously, I think we'll leave driver of the day to the very, very end, because obviously, with how penalties work, we'll add it up and see who finishes where. But so far, I've been impressed with the likes of 2K and Frosty, giving some good racing between other drivers they haven't raced with before. I'd say, who's jumped up a few places now? Well, there you go. So Welsh obviously starting from last, goes up to 11th, but I believe he hasn't stopped yet for another time. He hasn't stopped yet, so like I say, I rate the gamble, and there we go. He's pitted now. And how many laps has he done? He's done 16 laps on those hards, which is fair enough. So obviously he will drop back down, but like I say, we'll stick on board with these 3 at the moment. Oh, Chill, very struggling on those hards. It looks like it's not going to be his podium this race, unfortunately. But it's got a 6.7 gap between him and the next car, so he should be fine for 5th. But obviously 5th is not ideal for his championship hopes at the moment. Didn't I say to win? Smithy, then Manzi, then Jonesy. But at the moment, I'm very wrong. I'm right with 2 predictions, but in the wrong places. It's literally Jonesy and Smithy swapped over. But at the moment, Extreme looks like he's gonna finish second with those 10 seconds. As looks like Brit's just letting the faster cars pass. I say lap 19 of 26. Jonesy continuing to lead this Grand Prix, but has 2.5 seconds between him and Extreme. Can he hold on for the last 7 laps? As Extreme is on those mediums. We'll wait and see. But now, 10 seconds between Extreme and Smithy. As it stands, Extreme finishes second. Despite those 10 seconds. An immediate response after a setback in Austria. He'll see delivering the goods for the McLaren team. And looking to keep his championship hopes alive. I say still a long way to go. Only halfway through this season after this race. Only 10 races to go after Silverstone. Likes of Hungary, Spa, Monza, Singapore, Vegas, Qatar. I think Qatar was on there, I'm not sure. Manzi going very wide. Surely has to give the place back. Man, Smithy goes round the outside regardless. This is a very good move. Smithy holding on to that 3rd place. Looking to close down that gap in the title race between him and Manzi. And Chill. Obviously only sitting back in... Obviously his nearest rival for Manzi is Chill, but at the moment Smithy looking to overtake Chill in the standings. I say 9 points separate the two. Smithy and Chill. And oh no, that's a setback for Extreme. That is a setback. 3 seconds added to his race, and oh, he's losing the car almost. Is those mediums starting to die off more than we expected? As there's yellow flags in sector 1. It was Lurch or Owen, I can't remember. I think it was Owen. But still continuing on, whoever it was. So, as it stands, it doesn't matter with that penalty, but if he gets another one, it will matter. But it looks like Jonesy looking to pretty much take this race win into his hands at the moment. All he has to do is finish within 3 seconds of Extreme. Well, within 13 seconds of Extreme, and he's won the race. So, if I'm being honest, Jonesy is in the contender for Driver of the Day because, I mean, he got the start, and like I say, he deserves it after his Austria performance as well. But this isn't Austria, this is Silverstone, as these 3 continue to battle each other. Smithy, Manzi, and Chill still delivering us the goods, and oh, Smithy has to give a little bit more space there. That was very close. But fair play to the racing, and Jonesy gets his first penalty, but it won't matter to him. He's still got to finish within 10 seconds of Extreme to win this race. Like I say, we'll come back to the penalties after the race is finished and see who gets Driver of the Day. Owen gets his penalty, another penalty for himself. It looks like Chill is going to be unlapped by Steve or Lurch. I don't know which one it is. I don't know. Oh, Smithy! Smithy and Manzi battling out again! I say these two delivering back-to-back races of battling each other. As they head on to their 22nd lap. Well, 22nd lap. I need to say 22nd. That is not right. But the only person to not get a penalty is DC, which is very impressive from his side of things. So which Haas is it? Is it Lurch? No, it's Steve. It's Steve that's looking to unlap himself. From Chill. And that's going to definitely bother him a lot. Oh, that was very close. Oh, Manzi getting a little bit of an oversteer at the exit. But Extreme has caught up to Jonesy's DRS. But like I say, he has to finish in front of him by 10 seconds to win this race. And with 5 laps to go, well, 4 laps to go when he crosses the line next, it's very unlikely that's going to happen in 4 laps. I say, anything can happen in Formula 1. It looks like Chill is out of DRS from Manzi and Smithy, but it won't matter to his race because obviously he's got one more penalty than these two. Is it? Oh, Chill pits. Did he get damage or something? Or is this just those hards dead? I'm not sure. But anyways, 2K has gone up to 5th, Frosty into 6th. Did he get damage? He did! Oh no, that is not going to be going well. Oh no. That is so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate for Chill. And the bad form continues to his hopes of winning this championship are falling apart, and we're only halfway through. Just this bad form is continuing for him. And his rivals are just going to pull away in the standings. But at the moment, Smithy is going to close the gap on Manzi's championship lead, but not by much. But it is slowly getting closer for him. 2K gets his penalty. Manzi looking for another move there. We're only on lap 24. There's still 2 more racing laps to go. And DC, you know, an impressive 9th place. Who's spun? It's Owen. Yep. Having to let go Tommy there. He's probably got to watch his mirrors for Welsh as well. But at the moment he's fine. Yeah, I don't know if Chill clipped the back of Manzi's rear wing, and it obviously that Haas was in the way. But it wouldn't have been the Haas because it was ghosted, so he must have touched the back of Manzi's rear wing and it just cost him damage. Extreme on his way, obviously, to finish in the top 2 at the moment. Like I said, if he wants to win this race, he needs a miracle, because Jonesy at the moment looking like to continue in his debuting form after Austria with the sprint win and the 3rd place. As we go back to Manzi and Smithy battling out. There's the other flags in 6-3. It's Owen again, but Manzi overtaking Smithy once again. Puts him into 3rd. I think I know who my driver of the day is going to be, but I will announce it at the end of the race. But yeah, 2K on his debut has performed very well, given some decent battles. So has Frosty in 6th place, but obviously penalties will be counted after the race. So we'll see who finishes where. I'll say Spiffy can't find a way past at the moment with 2 laps to go. Chill sets the fastest lap. He will get that point because he is in the top 10, but he is not going to be a happy driver in the stakes he's in, and it looks like Extreme is going to look like to pass Jonesy through Stowe. Gets pushed wide a little bit, but it's fair racing. As Jonesy comes around the final corner to start his final flying lap. So go back to Smithy and Manzi. Smithy overtaking him. But Manzi is going to be in. As they start their final lap. Had much stream time, but he has he started second. Did Jonesy. Getting the better starts on the medium tyres. And it looks like this strategy is going to work for him. Obviously, despite, even if he gets overtaken on track, it's not going to matter to him. Because he will win the Grand Prix unless, obviously, he does have a spin. It looks like his fuel is running out, but hopefully it's not going to run out too much. I will feel so bad for him if he does. Hopefully not, as we go to the straight once more. Can Extreme overtake Jonesy on the final lap, even though it's not going to matter to him? It's going around the outside. He does get it done. But Jonesy coming around the outside. Oh, a little bit of wheel bang. Oh, he's got to be careful. Oh, that was close, but Jonesy will take victory in the Grand Prix, and Manzi overtakes Smithy once more. Can Smithy go for a last overtake? Oh, he hits the back of him! Oh, and Manzi will come home and finish on the podium. And Smithy will have to settle for fourth. Very good racing between the two yet again. 2K has finished in a very decent 5th place for his sake. Frosty finishes in 6th. Those two delivering good in the Silverstone Division 2 race. Cool Banana finishes in a 7th. And DC after penalties finishes in 8th, which is a very good result for him. Chill after that wing damage has to settle for 9th and the fastest lap. Josh finishes in 10th. And Pierre looks like he's run out of fuel. Welsh finishing in 13th, Lurch 14th, and completes the final points after that pit stop, obviously ruining his race after leaving the session. Can Pierre finish ahead of Tommy on the last lap? We shall see. Like I say, after penalties, Jonesy will win the race. But Extreme will finish in 2nd place, and Pierre comes home to finish 11th in the race. And Tommy has to settle for 12th. And there you go, there's your results. I would love to give it to 3 drivers. Literally, it's like, yeah, I think DC deserves a shout. Obviously, getting some scrap, finishing in a very decent 8th place and picking up the scraps after penalties. Obviously, Extreme having that 10 seconds has come home to finish 2nd in the after the penalty. I feel like the battle at the end wasn't really necessary, but I do like obviously the fighting spirit, but just gotta be careful sometimes. Obviously, it is the last lap, but Jonesy does win the Grand Prix on his 2nd race. Smithy obviously having to settle for 4th. Manzi finishing on the podiums spots, and yeah, like I say, between 3 drivers, Manzi, Smithy, and Jonesy. Obviously, those two have delivered brilliant races, and Jonesy obviously back-to-back brilliant performances on his debuts. But I am gonna give it to Manzi on this occasion. obviously he has finished ahead of his rival. And obviously I think it'd be a bit unfair again if I delivered it to a first place man, but Jonesy was definitely second place in the driver of the day. So Manzi, you get the Horn Dog Award for tonight, alongside obviously a special mention to Smithy again, delivering the goods. And yeah, that's your driver of the day and your top three, which is Jonesy, Extreme, and Manzi. And well done to the top three and driver of the day to Manzi. So, as we'll leave it there, I'm going to dash off real quick because I am going to watch the Man United game of the second half. So we will return to Division 1 on Tuesday night, where we head to Budapest for the Hungarian Grand Prix for round 11, as the championship is very tight between, I think, 9 drivers. It's really tight. So stay tuned for that, and also this will be uploaded onto YouTube. Obviously, it'll be on Twitch to watch back as well. And Division 1 will be on Smithy's channel as well, and uploaded on my channel on YouTube. So thanks for watching. I will see you guys for another stream on next week. I might stream a little bit later on something different. But yeah, I'll see you next week for Saturday, and we'll see you for the Division 1 race on Tuesday night for the Hungarian Grand Prix. We'll see you then.